Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So today we are going to study the topic that relationship between the temperature and the velocity of sound. Already in a class we discussed that the velocity of sound depends on a couple of factors, right? One of them was temperature, if you remember. Okay, we discussed about three factors actually. One of them was temperature. We said that if the temperature increases, the velocity will increase, and if the temperature decreases, the velocity will decrease. Acha. So before I discuss further about this topic, I want to ask you that do you know about the Kelvin scale of temperature? Kelvin scale. There are three scales that we can measure the temperature. Three scales. One is Celsius. This one I guess you all are familiar with. The second one is Fahrenheit. And the third one is Kelvin. Okay. So I want to know, please someone answer, okay, that do you know the relationship between them? Means if the temperature is given in Celsius, can you convert it to Fahrenheit? And if it is given in Celsius or Fahrenheit, can you convert it to Kelvin?
Sir, we did like Celsius to Fahrenheit or Fahrenheit to Celsius, but we didn't learn about Kelvin. It's new.
Okay, so thank you for responding. Okay, the equation goes like this. This is the main equation, okay, that shows the relationship between Celsius, Fahrenheit, and Kelvin temperature. Okay,
Note down this.
yeah, definitely, definitely. I think this is supposed to be in your Reddit textbook. I don't know, but this is supposed to be there. Okay, if it is not there, let us learn now. Okay, C is the temperature in Celsius, F is the temperature in Fahrenheit, and K is the temperature in Kelvin. Right? For now, okay, for now we are especially interested in these two, Celsius and Kelvin. Okay, these two are we are interested in. Okay, we will try to learn more about these two. So I will write it here. C divided by 5 is equal to A minus 273 divided by 5. So if this 5 we change the side, it will become A minus 273 divided by 5 into 5, right? This is divided by, if I change the side, it will be multiplied. This 5 and this 5, they will get cancelled. So as a result, what will happen? C will be equal to A minus 273. Okay. So 273, if I change the side, what will happen? C plus 273 is equal to K. That means K is equal to C plus 273. Very important, okay? This is the equation that we will be needing from now on, okay? So if the temperature is given in Celsius, you add 273, you get the temperature in Kelvin. I will give you some example, okay? What I said, if the temperature is given in Celsius, you want the Kelvin temperature, okay? We will be needing the Kelvin temperature. So the temperature is, if it is given in Kelvin, then okay, fine, no problem. We do not need to convert anymore. But if it is given in the Celsius temperature, then I need to add 273 with it, then it will be converted to Kelvin, right?
Sir,
Bolo.
sir, in the question it will give that you should convert to Kelvin or we should. Like
Actually,
without
the
Kelvin, we
formula that I'm going to teach you, okay? You see relationship between temperature and velocity of sound. Here, the temperature should be in Kelvin, okay? I will teach you if the temperature is in Celsius, then also how to calculate. I will show you two ways, okay? But actually, we have to prefer the Kelvin one. Why we have to prefer the Kelvin one? I will tell you that also, okay? Inshallah. Just for now, memorize this, okay? The Kelvin temperature, how we will obtain it? Degree Celsius plus 273, okay? Acha. Moving on, let me give you a couple of examples, okay? Let us say I have a temperature 0 degrees Celsius, okay? This is in degree Celsius. Now I want to convert it to Kelvin. Okay, at Kelvin, what is the value of this temperature? So I know Kelvin temperature I will get. Okay, C is the value of the degree Celsius. So 0 plus 273. 0 plus 273 is 273. Okay, so if I convert 0 degrees Celsius into Kelvin, the value will be 273. Likewise, any value in degree Celsius you give me, I can convert it to Kelvin, right? By adding 273. Let us say you told me, sir, the temperature is 5 degrees Celsius, and I need to know the temperature in Kelvin. How I can do that? I will just add 273 with it. Okay, 5 plus 273, so 278 Kelvin. Clear? So 5 degrees Celsius is equal to 278 Kelvin. Likewise, any temperature you give me. Okay, let us say you told me 30.3 degrees Celsius. So how we will find the Kelvin? I will just add 30.3 plus 270. Okay, see, degree Celsius value is here and plus 273. So it will be 303.3 Kelvin. Okay, so this is the way we have to calculate the temperature in Kelvin. Learning this one is of utmost important. Okay, because now we are going to see the actual relationship between temperature and velocity. But before that, we must know how to convert the temperature in Kelvin. Okay, anybody has any doubt? Can you convert any temperature to Kelvin?
Yes.
Yes.
Inshallah, inshallah. Okay, okay.
Inshallah.
Okay. Now I will write the equation that shows the relationship between the velocity of sound and temperature. Okay, the equation is if velocity is v, velocity of sound, let us consider v, and the temperature. Remember, whenever the temperature is expressed through capital T, the unit is in Kelvin. Okay, temperature sometimes I will express that as T, capital T. This means that the temperature is in Kelvin scale. But if I express the temperature in theta, that means it is in degree Celsius. Always remember this one, okay? Whenever I write temperature theta, somebody is unmuted. Okay. Acha. So what I said, if I write the temperature is equal to theta, that means it is in degree Celsius. And when I convert it to Kelvin, it will be capital T. Okay. Again, I'm saying whenever I write capital T, that means I am pointing the unit of temperature as Kelvin. Okay. Acha. Now let us see. The relationship will be V is proportional to root over T. Very important for MCQ. Okay. V is proportional to root over T. Now here capital T, right? That means if I want to use this equation, the temperature must be in. The temperature must be in
Kelvin.
Very good. Okay. Achha. From here, if you see, V is proportional. If I want to replace this proportional sign, I want to put an equal sign, right? What I have to do?
Square. No.
Proportional sign, I want to write an equal sign. So I have
We
to
have to put in constant value.
A constant, yes, right. So this will be the constant, okay? So K root over T, correct?
Value of K what?
Value of K we actually don't need. Why we don't need? I will show you. Okay, then V by root over T is equal to K. Okay, from here what we can write? From here we can write this. Let us say at particular temperature T1, the velocity is V1, and at a particular temperature T2, now this is equal to K, right? Because I know that this should be equal to K. Okay. For again, for another temperature, let us say the velocity is V2. The temperature is T2, the velocity is V2. So I can write this is also equal to K because both of, in every case, it will be constant. Okay. doesn't matter whatever temperature you take, at that temperature the velocity, the ratio of this one will be constant. So from here, can I write this? V1 by root over T1 is equal to V2 by root over T2. Can I write this? This is our main equation that we are going to use in case of finding the velocity. Okay, I will put some star mark. This is very important. So V1 by root over T1 is equal to V2 by root over T2. I'm going to show you some example, but let us make sure first you don't have any doubt till now. Till now, anybody has any
You
doubt?
can explain it again. I didn't understand.
Which part?
That first, B proportional to from that.
Yeah, the velocity is proportional to the root over of the temperature, and the temperature should be in Kelvin. Okay, this has been already given by the scientist. Okay, we know. The proof has not been shown here. Okay, so we do not need the proof. We just need to know the relationship between them. Okay, Acha. So from here, what we can write? See, if I replace the proportional sign by unequal sign, I need to introduce a constant, that is k. So then k into root over t, right? So root over t, if I change the sign, definitely it will come in the denominator. Okay, it will be divided. It is multiplied here, so it will be divided. Now from here, what we can write? Let us say for a certain temperature T1, the velocity is V1, and we know that V1 by root over T1, it should be equal to the constant from here. Okay, and for another temperature T2, the velocity is V2. So V2 by root over T2, it will be also equal to constant. As both of them are equal to the same thing, they will be equal to each other. That is V1 by root over T1 should be equal to V2 by root over T2. And this is the equation that we are going to use to solve numerical problems. Okay, Robin?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, for this case, actually, we have to keep the velocity of the sound at 0 degrees Celsius, which I already told you. This is fixed. The velocity of sound at 0 degrees Celsius is 330 meter per second. This is fixed. We have to use this. Okay, we have to use this. How we have to use this? See, 0 degrees Celsius. This is the temperature, and at this temperature, the velocity of sound is 330 meter per second. We know this, even though it is not mentioned in the question, we have the liberty to use it. Okay, because this is constant, this is never changing. Okay, I already told you this one. Okay, depending on the temperature. Now let us say I want to find out what is the velocity at maybe 12 degrees Celsius. Okay, I already said that the temperature increase, the velocity will also increase. But how much it will increase? I want to know after increasing what is the velocity now. So I don't know at 12 degrees Celsius what is the velocity. So let us try to find out. Let me clear you the question first. At 0 degrees Celsius temperature, this is the velocity. At 12 degrees Celsius, I want to know the velocity. Clear? At 12 degrees Celsius, I want to know the velocity. So from here, at first I can write that, let us say V1 is this, 330 meter per second. And for V1, the temperature will be T1. Now this T1 is in Kelvin. So we must convert this degree Celsius into
273 Kelvin, right?
Yes, 273 Kelvin. Very good. Okay, then we have 12 degrees Celsius. Okay, this one is T2. Okay, but it is in degrees Celsius, so we will add 273 and it will become 285, right? And we need to know what is the velocity at T2. Okay, we do not know. So this is question mark. Now we will apply the known equation, that is V1 by root over T1 is equal to V2 by root over T2. Okay, let us see. We will put the values. V1, yes, we already know V1, that is 330 divided by root over T1. Okay, T1 is how much? 273 is equal to V2 is something we have to find out. Okay, so we cannot put the value, but T2 we know 285. So it will be 285 over a root over. Okay, so from here Can you find out the velocity? Okay, this one is divided, so if I change the sign, it will be multiplied, right? Okay, 330 divided by 273 into 285 is equal to V2. Somebody please do calculate and let me know the answer. I will try to do in my phone calculator. 330 into root over 285 is equal to something divided by root over 273. I got my value. Can anybody tell me? I want to recheck. Nobody is calculating. Nobody has the calculator. What is the answer, GM?
137.17.
Right, 337.17 meter per second. This is the answer I got you. Okay. So now we know how to calculate.
Sir, you can explain this again.
Which part? From here, from the beginning?
Yeah, from the beginning, sir.
Yeah, okay. So the question, we have to understand the question first, okay? At 0 degrees Celsius temperature, you know the velocity. You want to know at 12 degrees Celsius temperature, what will be the velocity? We already said that if there is a change in temperature, the velocity is going to be changed. So I have changed the temperature. Now we want to know what will be the velocity at this temperature. Okay, so as you can see, the velocity, this one has been considered as V1, and the velocity, the temperature for this velocity is T1, V1, T1, right? For the same case, and then another temperature I have taken here, that is T2, 12, right? And then at that temperature, what is the velocity? We want to find it out. Now, as you know, T1 and T2, they represent the temperature in Kelvin scale, right? So we need to convert it to Kelvin. Up to this part, this is clear. I have listed out the given information. Is this part clear? Then I can move to the next part. Robin, kindly.
Okay, sir. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
So now we know this relationship, right? We just proved a little bit ago. V1 by root over T1 is equal to V2 by root over T2. Now all we just got to do is replace the value and find the value of V2. So V1, you see it is already given. From here actually itself you can put the value. V1, it is given here as 330 meter per second. So in place of, we will replace V1 by 330. Then T1, we know T1 equal to 273. So T1 will be replaced by 273. Then V2 is something we have to find out. So we cannot put the value. Then T2 is 285. Okay, T2 has been replaced by 285. So from here we can easily find out the value of V2, right? Okay, because this is divided here. If I change the side, definitely it will be multiplied, right? So 330 divided by root over 273 into root over 285. So if you do the calculation in your calculator, you should be getting this answer. Me and GM got the same answer. So as you can see, the temperature has increased, the velocity also increased. Previously it was 330 meter per second, but now it is 337.17 meter per second. The velocity has increased. So in the similar way, I want to assign you some work, okay? I want some of you to actually find the value of velocity for another temperature. I will write the temperature and you will tell me the answer, okay? So this is fixed. Okay, this is fixed. Okay, now with respect to this one, I want you to find out the temperature, find out the velocity at other temperature. That is at 25 degrees Celsius. Kindly find out what will be the velocity at 25 degrees Celsius. And if you have already found out, kindly personally message me in WhatsApp. Okay, I want to see who becomes first, and I will be awarding some extra mark to him or to her. Okay, in the assignments. Okay, and in classwork also.
You are asking that what will be the velocity in 25 degrees Celsius,
5 degrees Celsius. Yes, find out the velocity is 25 degrees Celsius. Everyone, please try to find out. Okay, and try to find out first, because this will result in getting some extra marks. As you already know, there will be some mark in the continuous assessment, right? So throughout the class, we will be continuously assessing who is doing the class attentively, and we will award some extra mark to them. Arafat, নাম ঠিক করে join করেছো, very good.
Sir,
Acha, thank you very much. You all did actually very well. Okay, I will tell the name from whom I got the answers. The first answer that I got is from Nahida. Okay, and then second I got the message from, who is this? Oটার নামটা সেভ করো না। Sumaya A. Who is Sumaya A?
Sir, Sumaya Alamgir.
Sumaya Alamgir. Okay, good. Then I received from GM. Okay, so kindly remember the name serial. Okay, Nahida, then Sumaya, then GM. Then I received it from Tamim. Okay, then I received from Robin, and then I received from Fatima. These are the people that have responded so far. Okay, so I will be telling whose answers are correct. So the correct answer, let me write it on the board first, at 25 degrees Celsius temperature. Okay, Acha, let me do the calculation also, then I will be able to tell you the exact figure. 330 into root over 298 divided by root over 273. The correct answer will be 344.77. Okay.
Yes, sir.
7-8 also, right?
7-8.
No, no, sir.
Actually 7-8 is more accurate, because after 7-7 that is 8-9. Okay, so those who have written 7-8, they will be given preference. Acha. Now let us see. At first Nahida sent the answer and her answer is correct, so Nahida became first. Okay, and then second, Sumaya Alamgir sent. She sent 7230.048. As you can see, Sumaya, this is not the correct answer. Okay, then third, GM Abdullah sent. GM, your answer is 344.78. Yes, very good. Then GM is
Yes.
second. Okay, and let us see who is our third.
Second.
Yeah, GM, you are second. Nahida first. Let us see who gets the third position. And Tamim, you got 334.77. 334 or 344?
344.
344. But what you wrote in the answer? Kindly check. 334 you wrote.
I wrote by mistakenly, typing mistake.
Typing mistake. How I can know? Everyone has sent the photo of the calculation. Better you should have sent that. So
Okay, I'm sending.
cannot consider. Then Robin, you wrote 344.77 and Fatima wrote 344.778. So I guess Fatima and Robin, they both actually sent at the same time. So I will consider them both as third. Okay, so Nahida first, GM second, and Fatima Akbar and Robin, they both are third together. Very good, congratulations. You will be awarded some marks in the continuous assessment. Okay, Acha, as I can see, our class time is already finished. Okay, thank you very much for joining. If you want to ask any question before the end of the class, you can ask now.
Sir, who is fourth?
Fourth I received from Mahmoud, I guess. Yes, Mahmoud.
So
Mahmoud,
close.
yeah, very close. No problem. I will actually keep taking, doing the continuous assessment. So,
Sir, you will not take the attendance pic.
oh yeah, thank you for remembering.